one place on the internet for Chinese tea education, and rooftops eating quail and assorted chicken organs. This is my roof here in China. Who's that? This is my roof here in China where I drink copious amounts of Chinese tea. Man, we just had, with plants and animals, we just had a crazy super typhoon, and it caused severe flooding on the floor. Everyone's just reeling. My first floor neighbor, he's just drying his books on his car there. And it's really sad. I mean, everyone on the first floor just got destroyed. But hey, we're on the roof and on the fourth floor, so we're fine. And right now I'm drinking this, it's 2013 Shaihong from this little mini 100-gram cake. So look at the size of this cake. You can kind of estimate the diameter. It's just like a tiny little 100-gram cake. But I'm pretty thirsty. I'm deep into a fast right now. Day 7. Like some sort of clearly deranged person. Whoopsies. I don't want that piece. But yeah, we got tons of teaware shipped out. But it looks like it was snagged up because of the typhoon. It looked like it was slowed down. All the shipping out of China, or at least out of Hong Kong, was delayed. The airport shut down. But yeah, it seems like the worst is gone now. And it was pretty intense winds and yeah, crazy rain. But we made it. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, day 7 of a fast. I started a fast, and then I ate again, and then I ate the next day, and then I really started it. You know, sometimes I just a little bit resistant to starting fasts. Even though once I'm really into it, I feel great. But those first couple days, man, I do love sitting down to eat 3 pounds of grass-fed ribeye. Let me tell you. But a really clear blue sky today, and I just got back from a hike. Enough about me. What about the Shaihong? Let's get into the Shaihong. That's nice. Yeah, what a cool tea. It has these Sheng Pu'er notes, but also very red tea dominant. I mean, you can see it's a red tea. Very well oxidized. Got about 11 grams in there, but it's still kind of caked up. So not getting the full strength yet. But yeah, I packed 90 pieces of teaware. There are 90 pieces of teaware going to Oklahoma right now. And it's this Gaiwan and this Gongdao Bei and 5 packs of tulip cups and a little baby Gongdao Bei, the mini Gongdao Bei. And so I'm just stoked on that. On October 6th, I should have all the teas restocked, except for 1 or 2. And then all the teaware in there. So October 6th, that's Monday. That's when I'm going to have a kind of a big sale. It's my 1-year anniversary. Yeah, I've been selling tea on the internet for a year. Wow. Wow. We made it through the first year. The first year is the hardest. So, we're not exactly, big business, but, and I say we, it's just me and this cat, and my 2 dogs, and my wife. I don't have any employees. So, but yeah, it's making a little bit, it's not actually paying all my bills yet. Which is a little bit unfortunate. But hey, it's on me. I gotta make it happen. So, digging out of this hole. And that's what next year's all about. Digging out of this hole. I'm just kidding. We're doing just fine. And I hope everyone out there is doing just fine. How are you doing? There's 7 people watching. Where are you watching from? Tell me all about it. This is Shenzhen, China. And we just recovered from that big typhoon, and the sun is out, and everyone's really probably happy to see the sun. Southern China, we are a heat-dwelling people, and we like the sunny days. And Yeah, so we got a little bit of sun today. Looks like I said that, and then the sun tucked behind some clouds. But this cat absolutely thriving on his species-specific nutrition and just doing so well. Yeah, I just fed him. There's 2 quails wrapped up there with some chicken organs, just straight from the freezer, and he's just licking it like a popsicle. Loves it. And I'm loving this tea. Yeah, Shai Hong. So this is 2013. I have a 2015 larger 200-gram cake on the website, but it's out of stock. But it's coming. It's going to be restocked. Doing a little bit of Hong Kong trips, probably Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, I'm still doing this inefficient, kind of unscalable system of shipping tea. And yeah, I think we're about to change that, but currently still doing that. And I've been remiss in my video posting, and I'm sorry. Man, I was spending like 12 hours, well, it was like 14 hours back to back to back packing teaware. That was like crazy. And like my whole life just shut down, and I was just packing teaware all day. And I inspect each piece of teaware because quality control in China is not always the best. And even when you're paying like it should be right price, it's often a small imperfection that human missed. So yeah, I'm trying to get my teaware all kind of perfect. I was having like a 10% defect rate, and you know, a casual person might not even notice, but I'm like, nope, there's a rough spot right there, unsellable. So I'm a little bit strict, and yeah, there's a scaling problem there. Obviously I can't, spend 30 seconds with every piece of teaware if my business grows, but at this stage I can. So I did that. I checked every piece of teaware. I was even like clipping off cotton strings on the bags and getting lint off them, and just creating like this perfect, just kind of making it perfect. So the teaware is going to be really I don't think anybody will have any problem. And affordable. This is affordable teaware. Nothing's handmade, except for the Chaozhou teapots, which the guy's actually working on them right now. So yeah, those might ship a little bit after the 6th, but you'd be able to buy them on the 6th. But yeah, he's supposed to get back to me any day. Got him working on his wheel, the potter's wheel. That's what they use over there in Chaozhou for hand. The terminology is hand thrown. Hand thrown. Fully handmade Chaozhou teapots. But I digress. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited to probably eat tomorrow, and I'll see 81 kg something on the scale, and that's gonna make me happy because I've never seen that number on a scale in my adult life. And I'm also very near peak lifetime strength levels. So it could be argued I'm in like the best shape of my life right now. Oh man, that's pretty cool, because I was pretty chubby. Pretty chubby. Yeah, when I came back to China after the COVID lockout, when I was able to get a visa again, I was like 115 kg. And that was just from like, I was a little bit sad in America, separated from my wife and my dogs. And I was living with my parents. And I don't recommend that if you're an enterprising young man. I mean, oh man, it was hard. So, yeah. And I wasn't even that young at that point. I was like 30. So, boy. Anyways, we're just now cleaning up the damage from that. And yeah, I'm looking to have some 6-pack abs, just glistening. Just a glistening 6-pack. Either next month, either October or November. We'll see. You know, I've never seen my abs before, so I don't really know. I don't really know how lean I really need to get to see that. But I want to see it at some point in my life, so I'm going to do it now. But yeah, you can see there's a lot of trash and people's possessions destroyed. It's unfortunate. Everything's wet. And these cars are like flooded. Those two cars right there, up to the door handle with water. So that sucks. Yeah, it's good for the economy, these floods. You know, you get a flood every now and then, all sorts of job growth in the area, lots of local purchasing. Really gets the economy kind of jump started when there's a good national disaster. Yeah, Super Typhoon Ragasa. Hey, Serpent Rider, what's up, man? Yeah, Super Typhoon Ragasa hit us. And, you know, we're fine, but the first floor on all the buildings in this part of my little village, I'm actually in a little bit of a low spot in the village, so we kind of got it the worst. I couldn't leave my apartment building on one of the days because there was just like 3 feet of water down there. And, yeah, so it was pretty intense. But all good now. Let me get this tea out of the sun here. Probably just put it right over here. But yeah, just drinking on some Shai Hong sun-dried red tea. And I'm enjoying the sun out here because, man, it's just been cloudy and rainy for days. Super full cup there. But Surfing Rider, nice to see you, man. It's been a while. I kind of been falling off with the content. It seems like that's kind of a pattern I have where operations ramp up and then my content goes down. And it's like I'm just trading time making videos for time packing tea and teaware and shipping stuff. So I need to, I think I need to be content first and then not leave packing stuff to the last minute. And there's a different way to manage it. You know, I never really mastered my time management with this business. But we're not giving up. I'm going to try to really be... Well, I'm using that word try. You know, if you say try, are you really going to try? You either do it or you don't, right? So, you know, today, for sure, 2 videos out. And I'd like to just power through that for the rest of the year. And I want to get a long video out every Tuesday and Saturday. So I'm working on creating that system, and thanks for bearing with me. But how are you doing? Serpent Rider, what are you doing, man? Ooh, I'm going to Yunnan next month. That should be fun. Yeah, we are, buddy. Serpent Rider, you're going to get the first one today. It's called Teas of the World. Or no, it's called Tea of the World. Tea of the World, 1 out of 100. Today's China, so it's just a different country. I'm just looking at the tea culture in 100 different countries, which is kind of cool. I mean, every country kind of does tea a little differently. I find it kind of fascinating. Especially in my research, I was doing the one for Russia. Russian prisoners in the Gulag used to make the ultra concentrated tea and get like narcotic effects off it. They would take like 6 grams of tea and just like they'd bring water to a boil, just like 100 milliliters. They'd like make a little tin can stove, and they would boil like 100 milliliters of water. Then they would put like 6 grams of tea in it, ton of tea in this boiling water. And then they would bring it to a simmer for like 10 minutes. And then they would take it off the heat and just let it sit and steep for another 10 minutes. And then they would pass this around and people would drink off it and get high. In prison in Russia during the Soviet Republic. So that's pretty gnarly. Fascinating. And I was like, I want to make it. What was it called? Gosh, I forgot the name. You know what? I think I have the name right here. Yeah, you can look it up for your pleasure. It's quite fascinating to me. Where is it? Sorry, my network dropped. Sorry, my network dropped. Surfing Rider said Zavarka. Yeah, well, Zavarka is, yeah, the Zavarka concentrate is how they normally drink tea. But in the prisons, they made something called chifir, which was way more concentrated than the Zavarka. That's cool that you know that. Whoops, there's my, that's embarrassing. Yeah, Chafir. 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 And it was like super, super concentrated. But yeah, you're right, man. They were drinking already pretty concentrated. They would dilute it at the point of service with the Zavarka. Yeah, it's fascinating. Man, tea is so cool. And I used to actually do a little bit of like a Zavarka thing when I was cycling across China. Way back in the day, I rode my bicycle from Xi'an, middle of China, to Urumqi, which is the capital of Xinjiang province up in the northwest, sorry. I would always brew super strong tea in a little teapot, and then I would dilute it into large jugs, and I would just drink on that all day while cycling. Fascinating. Anyways, I think it's really cool. I want to go a little bit deeper on like making really strong brewed tea. It's quite fascinating. But Serpent Rider, thanks for stopping by, man. Sorry if I had some network issues. Really nice to see you. And we're doing it. And I'm going to be more consistent with the content. And thanks for stopping by. And wow, there's 13 people watching. Yeah, this is my little rooftop here in China. And this is Huzi, which means tiger in Chinese. And he's doing what tigers do, eating prey animals. And this is Shai Hong, sun-dried red tea. And I've got a piece here just from a little Jingmai 100-gram cake. So that's what this is. Anyways, thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, that's good. And yeah, and I'll see you on the 6th, October 6th. Huge sale. No, you know, the cat gets that's actually two quails kind of frozen together. Yeah, the cat gets quails, and the dogs, they get whole chickens. The dogs get a 4-pound whole chicken twice a week, and then another time a week they get some organs, and they get the occasional rib bone. But yeah, all raw, and they love it. This cat is doing quite well. This cat used to have some digestive problems, but look, now we can look at cat poop on this live stream. This is his poop now. And it looks just like a coyote poop. Have you ever seen like a coyote or wolf poop out in nature? It gets really dry very fast, and it's like white. And that's from the calcium in the bones. And before he was having like horrible liquid, anyways. But now everyone's pooping well, and it's the species-specific nutrition. And I also give this cat some chicken hearts for the taurine. You know, cats are really sensitive to taurine. And heart is kind of a good source of that. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, Serpent Rider. Yeah, I feel kind of guilty now for feeding them crappy processed pet chow for a while before. But thanks for stopping by, man. And I will see you tomorrow. And thank you. Later.